pressure, looking for some of those fights. But it's just a group up. You can see this Liquid side are trying to almost battle and brawl early, look for those trades, but Zeus has managed to get out of there. I won't say scot-free, because he's a little low.
Here. Well, we saw the comparison of what he's up against in terms of debut maps at VCT here in the franchise, and some big numbers. Loon, I think 298 ACS, had a phenomenal debut, but a lot of hype about this Zeus man. Mr. Fallen as well, coming in on the new agent. Excited to see what they've been cooking up for now. FUT looking to defend the A site from far back, but with plenty of numbers. The lower HP for Zeus perhaps playing a role in that. The utility certainly is, denying the first wave of plant. And now Team Liquid look to take back site. Limited utility to get that done. A flash though, primed and ready. Patitech just threw that through. It's turned. Mr. Fallen looking the other way. He turned in time to deliver, but Nats and Kiko find the shots first, leaving Krax and Yedege to pick up the pieces. Nice kills delivered. A firing squad in the spawn. Players like Nats posted with that Outlaw looking for picks. That smoke at least helps out, but they've still got Camo on the site to deal with. Late coming around the elbow, he's got a chance. Good to deliver on the first, and sure, falls right after. It signals to the team that the push is on its way. Kills coming in through smoke. Nats returns the favor. Captain down. Nade, though, still there to deny, to run that clock down lower, and nobody peeking. No opportunities given till they need to. Capitalized by Zeus, a good shot, but there's just too much that they're facing off at. Aiming towards B. They found a lot of space here last time, but that was a Yoru TPing out in an early pick. This time, 3 players set and ready for this push to come through. They're going straight into this defense, and FUT are not wavering. Kill after kill going the side of the defense. Hunter's Fury might not have worked, but Camo uses his Cloud Burst here. I thought to go aggressive. Krax was watching for it, so maybe the right call to stay a little further back. Shots in the smoke, whizzing past head. Zeus eventually gets an angle, but that's after Camo's had his way. 3 kills on the site. An uphill battle now that Zeus is happy to take the climb of hunting out the player towards Art, doesn't see them. That's the flank underway. Spotted a second. Oh, and despite the info, they won't land the kill. The classic for Zeus lands the shot, but he has no idea about the late flank of Kiko. That should put this round to bed.
The site in one way or another. It's always going to be difficult in these sort of retakes, and a captain trying to pull players out, and you can see the missiles as well clearing the backlines. It's all going Liquid's way though. 2 kills already in this clear up, but Krax comes in quickly. Kamek now back the other way, and it's left all on to Zeus to try and clutch this one out.
Might even be forced into a retake with this wall, leaving them with no chance to deny. Krax just walked through the smoke and fired into Camo.
He's a little bit of a psychopath, but he's managed to get the opener. They know where these players are, but it's always difficult in these post plants on the B side to get back in. Luckily, they have a Cosmic Divide of their own.
He's gonna give him the space. Oh, the flank around from Captain, perfectly timed as well. Every fight there like a... Realistically, someone has to make a mistake on Team Liquid here, or FUT need to quicken the pace, because that time is running out. So are the numbers of the attacking side. It's done already. That easy of a task. Like you said, Tom, you come into the next map, and it's not exactly like Team Liquid have a history there. It makes you believe in the bounce back. Good shot by Nats. Great trade by Captain.
They've been doing well to make these fights awkward for Captain with the amount of utility going into this back corner, but I don't know if they'll even expect a second player. It is expected by Patitech. I was a little bit nervous for a second. Now, with only a couple remaining, but one of them is Mr. Fallen, who just has been popping off round after round. We're talking about Zeus's debut map. Maybe it won't matter if Mr. Fallen is playing this well. And what was a solid position just moments ago now turns into Kiko. 35 seconds, 2 to find, and he is being flanked. Oh, or is he being flanked?
30 seconds left.
They might actually have the wrong idea of where he is. Mr. Fallen could be caught off guard, but he isn't.
Kiko now wondering where that second player has gone off to. 15 seconds. Eventually the gamble's going to have to be taken. Angle picked. And it is a clear spot, or at least it was. The utility forces him out a little bit. 10 seconds left. Plan secured. They know where he is. Stuck in the backside. Big swing. Kiko good for the first. And now he's got the second player in his sights. Zeus having to contend with the Astra utility. We can see Gravwell is online and it's used. An early tap by Zeus though. He knew exactly what he was up against. Is this going to be a stun? Yes, it is. Zeus still not on the stick. Kiko's gambling on it, but has to eventually call his bluff, step forward and look for that diffuser. Another tap, he knows it's not halfway. Time on Kiko's side. Another tap, it's just being fed to him. The clock running down, the swing is there!
Still wins.
And after Prino.
Yeah, that's the thing. It initially might have baited them, but it hasn't worked out for long. And already Mr. Fallen just spamming that delaying utility. The Armageddon has held them back. This could be a problem. Actually, Nats has managed to get into the smoke. They're not going to expect him, but he doesn't win the fight.
There was a time you put all your money on, but big responses from the side of FUT. Zeus with a phenomenal debut, adds another body to his kill count, cracks for the double.
Basically putting himself out on an island. The question is, can they isolate him before the cavalry arrives? And probably not. It seems like Liquid already have a good idea.
Yeah, they're going to be here on time, that's for sure. Zeus, those decoy, the flash that came with it worked. But unfortunately, Patatek still landed the shots nonetheless. FUT are responding quite quickly. Kiko steps up to the plate, though, and that may just be the end. Mr. Fallen left as the final hope.
And Kiko in those backlines. However, he's getting forced out. That's the problem with all of this sort of abusive utility, but you force this man into the open. And well, maybe you don't like what you see. It's a clean couple of shots, even going back for a little bit more. Kiko just taking over the rounds, but eventually he's traded out, and the rest of the team not really able to action off this.
They were a little bit too deep towards the spawn, still on those rotates. It gives FUT a chance. 2v2, smoke up top, reveal going to come through, but out of Captain Kentuck. They won't be able to take him down. Looking to catch him when he leaves the corner, though. Leaves it onto Yedege. He's already picked up his first 2 in the round, in fact. Would be a 4-piece. The nade blocking him. He has a gap and exploits it perfectly. Still on full HP as Camo taps it once. Tries to draw him into the open, and he's successful. But Yedege...
A player was about to walk through rather than already had. Luckily, when you give up mid, you're going to have positioning. Homing in onto this spot. They've cleared out Kiko, though, with relative ease. It doesn't matter, though. Nats with the sniper at the back. They've got to try and clear him, and he goes that little bit further. A 3rd kill already, and now going with the shot. He gets more. It's going to be Nats taking over the round. That information is there. It's the same setup once again for the defense. 2 players holding with a bucket load of utility. This time the Nightfall is thrown through and will connect, I believe, only onto Kiko under pressure, but he's been immediately domed. It comes down to Nats, and you walk into his trap, but it's only going to be the one.
And they need a little bit more for Team Liquid if they're going to be in a position to fight back. The spike down in the open, though, has to be retrieved, and that's exactly what the Cosmic Divide is going to do. Grabbing a plant on the back of it should be possible, though they want that spot up close to the box, so they got to wait out the fragment. It will be found, though, in the end. There's no way for Team Liquid to get out there and deny. A little bit of Astra utility thrown in from Cracks as well. And what's interesting is nobody steps back on the side of FUT. Everybody in this aggressive stance. Camo could have a chance bursting through there with the Blade Storm, but I believe Dash is already gone, having been used up, and with an operator in the back pocket, even though the Blade Storm is there, with FUT facing off against a mid push with the operator stepping up. This is going to be a scary spot for Yedege, out wide for 1, but into heavy traffic that he wasn't expecting. They'll use that presence spotted on Art, though, to quickly burst into the A site. The fragment slows them, but the ult confirms the site is clear.
Thing is, Liquid knew they were there. The knife caught all early. Cracks on the entries, man. It's been insane. He's found players through smokes, and now he's found one over the top. Post plant will be in. They are already incredibly close, but the knowledge is there, and the denial once again from Cracks. A headshot machine in his own right.
About to come through. They haven't seen it. Even still, that cam sits up top, spotting them out. It's still there. Eventually, they will deal with it, and now they may deal with Nats as well. Nowhere to go. Zeus delivers one. Mr. Fallen's utility good for another. Hunter's Fury, though, online, active, finding nothing to start with, and Mr. Fallen sidesteps the ult after dropping Camo. The numbers good for FUT, and it doesn't look like they're going anywhere. Kamek and Kiko, 2 big players, heavy hitters for sure. The Cosmic Divide to help them out. They may have a chance yet, but Mr. Fallen and Cracks have to be rooted out from the site. Yedege steps in to help, and it's a triple crossfire. Kiko didn't stand a chance, and neither did Team Liquid. 13-7.
Exact same way they did. Already, though, it's defensive aggression that is the point of call, and they are trying to pinch them from both sides, and Kamek has done incredibly well. Getting himself a double, the timing was nigh on perfect from his side, and this leaves Ada Captain and Yedege. Now, I will say, if I wanted anybody in pistol clutches, these are the ones.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter what weapons your opponents have. I think Captain might even have a better win rate if they had rifles. Nice shots from Yedege. Both players now spotted, though, for Team Liquid. And with this north side push, they will group up those 3 players and just hold the spike with a death grip. Kiko, I think he did just about fly under the radar. There is a ping on the boxes, so they're somewhat suspicious to peek out from Captain. Perfect. And now down to a 2v3, a more bite-sized portion for this squad. And with these 2 players, ghosts in hand, looking for the swing, this firing squad is about to be put to the test. Camo, low already. And a star to start, close left corner, cleared out. Still a couple stars ready to play with. It looks like they'll be popped in for the concealment, the bit of smoke. Isolating some fights already. It's Kamek down, 1 low, and it's done.
Still managed to not even get a kill past that point. Aggressive again. Consistently trying to push and pressure. They have a lot of utility to do that, and a lot of utility to delay. In this sort of round, though, not so much, although it is going fairly well.
Yeah, Nats, great position. Waiting, hearing those rotates from north side back to the spike. He heard one player straggling a little bit. Caught him off. And now, 1 versus 3. This is...
But who is it, Mitch?
Really falling apart quickly. The only downside for Team Liquid is, like you say, Tom, it's Yedege they're up against. We're going to hear a loud scream from that stage. Either it's the 5 players who came in with pistols, or it's Yedege on his own. Either way, cover your ears.
Part of me was hoping you'd say it's Brittany, but you know. Plenty of time to get into a post plant. Opposing team have all gathered up on B, yet to retrieve any weapons. Now, if they go back through, you can see the pings on the map. They could look to try and retrieve some, but they're not going that way. They want to take the fast route back into these positions. Now, Yedege's hoping maybe to isolate a duel. That isn't going to be happening. Every member of Liquid moving in tandem, trying to take this one together, even faking things out with his own cage. He's baited them into isolated fights, and this man!
Team Liquid fades away. And now they're playing blind into this. Smoke goes down, but Captain's ahead of it. He's already walked out. Patatek spotted, crossing up towards the satellite, and I thought that was going to be Yedege's kill. But Cracks, feeling brave. He went for it with the Sheriff, lands the kill, and a 4 versus 2. Well, you know what? FUT managed to win a round just like this in the pistol. This time the odds a little bit more stacked against them. Nice start from Kiko.
Yeah, and it feels like the right people for the job, but the pop flash, Sublime. As mentioned on the desk, that you put Cracks on KO and you'd be a fool not to believe in it. Nat's going to try and take them all on.
Trap destroyed, confirms they're still coming. Patty ready with the stun, but the swing will be right into 2 rifles. Okay. That Patatek overpowers. Big play from him as the breach opens up this space. Sure, he goes down, but these pistols left in with a chance to fuse already underway. Big swing from Yedege, catches Nats. They know that that spike is not being defused. The res there for Kamek, but he is in fact going to use it. Going to try to use the numbers to their advantage, but it's not working out. Time ticking away slowly but surely, and it looks like it might just be gone. Yedege counting in his head, using his camera, and finally putting this one to bed just about.
Maybe a bit of an obvious one? No, I guess not.
Yeah, I thought it was. Even with the stun going down, they were ready for it. Just a bit of miscommunication as Zeus and Mr. Fallen go down. Spike now in the open, ready to be retrieved, but no one there to do so. Captain blows open a hole in this defense. That's 2. He's just walked into the side, open sesame, trying to get back into a safe corner is Kamek. He's found a spot, but the Rolling Thunder catches. Things going from bad to worse. As Camo's left alone, 1v3. To try to pick them all up. Spike's being retrieved. He goes back to the scene of the crime, but left him with a disadvantage they never recovered from. Now, FUT have their own Rolling Thunder primed and ready, deployed as the drop came in, but the kills don't necessarily follow. Captain, again, putting up numbers, but Cosmic Divide blocking them out. Team Liquid get up close. They'll have a flash to use. They'll have the info on the back of this ultimate from Cypher. Sidestep. Zeus doesn't quite make it out of the stun. Great utility from the side of Team Liquid, but they still need the kills that Camo's putting on the board. Captain swinging in. Sees the defuse isn't underway just yet, but that wall robbing him of a chance to use the sound cues. Gravwell in play. There's the tap. There's the swing. Captain needs them both. And what a play it could have been. Instead, he goes looking for them, and well, he certainly finds a few. Nice shots. Team Liquid ahead by 1, still just with pistols. but FUT are on the back foot.
Maybe if we underhype it. There's absolutely no way that Liquid could ever win this round from an advantageous position. No, that doesn't work either. Already back into a 3 versus 3. Camo has been able to retrieve a weapon at least. Res also available for Kamik, so they can give themselves an advantage if they can get to the player, which is easier said than done. Both of them are in fairly open positions. Again, though, there's a chance.
Well, the odds not in Team Liquid's favor. Maybe that can be what changes the tide. Captain's been caught inside the smoke. Yedege still alive, though, the king of the clutch so far, and he's delivering again, but Nets go online just in time. FUT running into a big stack. Let's see how they deal with this already. Kamik's the first to draw blood, the first to fall on their side.
Around the cage is gonna go dancing, and the trades are there immediately from Kiko, finally getting himself onto the board. And he can look to put the pain onto FUT. Instead, though, he's gone down, and it's labor from Panatek. No trade, putting things back into a 2 versus 2. Right, Zeus definitely worse for wear, though.
They were about to orbital strike.
30
Pause the play so Paddy could come in. That fight didn't work out, and now Paddy's gone. It's only Camo to stand against the tide, and it
Res available. Ultimates a little bit further away, and Nats is about to get aggressive again. Once more, these early fights have gone fantastic. Some damage done on the other side, but... Who is it?
It's Brittany. Sorry. It is Yedege again. And although Cracks falls, chances of this round falling into FUT's
Honestly,
hands.
use the res. I know it's silly, but use the res. Make it a 1v4. Okay. This is bold, because there could just be someone on the other side. There is someone on the other.
The timing! Oh, it couldn't be better for Yedege. Even if they go back to check it now, he'll be ready to fight. Emerging from the rope, 50 seconds on the clock. He's got timing. He's out so deep at the moment. Cam heard on the other side, a little bit of noise, and now he's been spotted and dealt with. Okay,
he's
well
mortal.
done, Cam.
He's mortal.
You said Rolling Thunder likely when you're already down a man to be the way that you bridge that gap. Smokes up, Thunder in, but now Captain falls. You hope the flank finds something, but nothing. Immediate shutdown. Gecko even fires his in on Team Liquid. As they don't find anything on the back of it, but have numbers grouped up on the choke point. FUT walking straight out into it, and unless Mr. Fallen's got another crazy play, robbing Patatek of that last flash, they may just pump the brakes and wait for it. Suppression just about to fade. Jump through from Camo, gets the stun out of them as well, but time is ticking. With an op coming into this retake, that flash needs to be perfect. They need the picks on site. They need that space, and they'll find it. It's Camo for the double. A chance now for Liquid to put 4 on the board. Defuse already underway, but the grab well stops it. Spray through cage, good for 1, and looking for more is Captain as the clock finally runs out.
And I don't think we saw Camo really show that it can work out for him. That's a good start, though. Nats and Camo combining. The aggression of FUT has been completely denied. And while this A site, other than Mr. Fallen, is open for business, I think they've killed the clutches, though, Mitch. Sure, it's done. It's over.
Hey, listen, it was Yedege and Captain in a 2v4. Now it's Cracks, Mr. Fallen, and Zeus. The other guys are saying, all right, we got the last pistol round for you. Now you guys pull your weight here. Show us what you can do. Well, I'll never doubt someone like Mr. Fallen, but the numbers certainly against them. Team Liquid need this pistol round. It falls into FUT's hands, especially in a 3v5 after the half they've had. Luckily, we don't need to consider that possibility for all too long. Zeus left alone, and he'll be
the greatest use of it. Zeus under serious pressure, and honestly, that was the SMG traded out. The problem, though, is that Mr. Fallen managed to find one at the same time. Now the team are going to go rotating back towards that A site. Currently, only defended by Captain, but you have to bear in mind that the defensive side rotations on this map are incredibly quick. The
B main player that was caught, everyone's now coming from Dish, but despite those quick rotations, the A site already well and truly taken. In goes Thrash, site cleared. It's all theirs, and they know it. Does he go into main to reclaim it? No. It's going to be given up. Ult now out of the round. Kiko with a chance. And that's it. The herd thinned. Damage done to Mr. Fallen and Yedege. It's doable still for Team Liquid. 9-5. They're going to make this comeback happen. They need success early days, and that's here and now. It might be up against the numbers, but the time is on their side, and it keeps on ticking. Still utility to play with, but they go out, diving for the fights. Patatech now all alone. Not quite. Oh yeah, indeed, gonna stop the defuse, but now they're pushed up close, looking for the duel, and that's not one that Cracks will let slip.
As that has gone wrong. That has gone pretty badly wrong. It's gonna, have to break the wall.
But worked out at least in the end. The plant's still secured. Just a few seconds extra bought for FUT. See if that ends up playing a role. Captain defending the spawn, steadfast in his defense of it. Gets a star down for his teammates, and he's ready to fight once more. He's the only player coming from this side, so there's no backup for him. Not the same for Kamek. He had Gecko there with the flash, and something primed and ready from Patatech. Still full belt of utility on that breach, ready to be fired out towards the site. Maybe not needed, as eventually he'll fall, and Kamek will be left alone. Rez available, activated to get Kiko back on. Defuse though already up to halfway. A chance. Mr. Fallen shuts him down for the kill. Looks for more. He might just stick this close. Kiko needs to run, and he's not quick enough.
Time.
Showstopper could have been the fatality. Although with Patatech down, still a very valuable opening pick for Zeus. Captain here to cover as they walk out into their waiting arms. Zeus the one to fall, but not without a trade. And the damage done is huge. Kiko's tagged, but Camo is barely holding on to life. A bullet in his direction is more than enough to take him down. And now Kiko faces 3 players, Yedije, Cracks, Mr. Fallen, and he won't even get the first on a sliver of HP.
Got no info, I don't think.
Cage triggered.
Bolt goes in, Rolling Thunder landing, but Cracks gets the shots away first. 2 kills already, and Mr. Fallen quick on the trade, keeps numbers favored. The goal is 13 rounds. So far, Team Liquid have 12 in the series, but have been dominating. And it doesn't look to stop anytime soon with the ult used from Camo, finding nothing. FUT patient, waiting for this retake, waiting for the opportunity. Kiko not looking to give it away. The Gravwell takes him out of the fight though, isolated as Camo, and a 2K needed. Kiko might not be known. They assume he's in this corner, but still so much to clear. He'll catch the first, but this shot, it needs to be perfect. Blast back is there! His teammate got swung by 2 enemies and instantly died. And then when Mr. Fallen Rolling Thunders 2 of his teammates, they swing in and kill 2 people instantly.
You just gotta hit your shots.
It really is.
It is cosmetic, as
you know what?
Guys on Reddit
Cracks
said.
has been hitting his shots this devastating. He is across the wire just in time, past the tripwire, and on the flank. Captain could clean up this round by himself. The Sheriffs have already done damage looking towards the site. And in fact, Nats has gone underneath. So Captain probably not going to catch him, but instead, he'll be walking into the waiting arms of Mr. Fallen. He's spotted, but not dropped just yet. The pistol not winning it out is now just down to a 1-man disadvantage. Utility could block out that defuse. They're going for it halfway, and they'll get it as well before going down. Trading numbers for time, and it might have worked out. Patatech in for the swing, and that shuts it. Captain puts him to bed, and with time on the clock, it's 13-6. 1 round better than they managed on their own map pick.